Have you ever thought that why a lot of Thai students who have been studying English for 10 years but they still cannot use English effectively or fluently? So I think this is a good question that we have asked for a long time, but nothing has changed. So I think it's time to figure out that what is the exact cause of the problem. It's because of the students, the teachers, or the educational system.
Well, we have talked to some Ubon University students who study in various faculties, and besides their main course, they still have to study in 4 courses of English. And so now let's see what they think about this.
การเรียนภาษาอังกฤษในประเทศไทยก็คือเรียนแบบไม่ได้ใช้จริงๆเรียนแบบก็คือตามที่เคยเรียนนะคะก็คือตอนเป็นเด็กก็คืออาจารย์จะไม่ค่อยสอนเพราะอาจารย์ไม่สามารถที่จะพูดภาษาอังกฤษได้แล้วก็พอมาเรียนมหาลัยก็ทำให้เด็กไม่สามารถต่อยอดได้ก็คือทำให้เด็กเรียนแล้วมันไม่รู้เรื่องมันก็เลยทำให้เด็กมีปัญหาในการเรียน
การเรียนภาษาอังกฤษในประเทศไทยยังเป็นอะไรที่ล้าหลังของประเทศเพื่อนบ้านอยู่อย่างเช่นประเทศเพื่อนบ้านนี่เขาจะมีอย่างเช่นมาเลเซียหรือพม่าอะไรเงี้ยเขาแทบจะมีความรู้ในเรื่องภาษาอังกฤษกันเยอะมากๆเยอะมากกว่าไทยซึ่งไทยบางคนแบบอายุ18หรือว่า20แล้วยังไม่สามารถที่จะสื่อสารภาษาอังกฤษได้เลยแต่ว่าอันนั้นเขาสามารถที่จะศึกษาภาษาอังกฤษได้ตั้งแต่ตอนที่ยังเป็นเด็กของประเทศเพื่อนบ้าน
เขาเน้นที่การเน้นที่การเขียนเน้นที่แบบต้องส่งงานนู่นนี่นั่นมากกว่าที่จะปฏิบัติจริงมากกว่าที่จะพูดสื่อสารจริงมากกว่า
The most interesting part is that none of those students disagree with the discourse saying that studying English for 10 years but still cannot speak English. So we can see that there are many causes influencing the English proficiency of Thai students. Like we live in Asia, we have only a few chances to speak English with foreigners, or even we are shy to speak English.
Yes, when today we went to Ubon University to meet Miss Melena Joy and Basilio, a foreign lecturer in teaching in English and Communication program, Faculty of Liberal Arts. Today we will hear some idea of her, what she think about this. So let's see.
I think English studying in Thailand is it has a very big potential. First and foremost, many foreign teachers like me are being employed, but I think the problem is that how these things are being organized together, how the curriculum is being formed, what is being taught, and also how strict it's being implemented. Thai people don't get to use English in the natural setting. When you go out to the restaurant, you don't usually order milk and say milk. You say nom, right? When you order fish, you don't usually say fish. You say, I don't know, blah, something like that. So Thai people don't get to use English in the natural setting in their everyday life. So that's one of the challenges. Somehow there's a problem with how teachers or with how schools implement the teaching of English. Thai students, specifically those who are majoring in English, don't read much English, don't read much content that has to do with critical thinking in the English language. So I think if they want to explain critical thinking, or if they want to show critical thinking in Thai, I think they would be able to do it. But in English, I think they have a difficulty in doing so, and it's because they don't read in English. They don't read English materials much. The only way to learn is to read. Reading is the best thing that educates us.
That's really interesting what she said about the contradictions that Thai students enrolling themselves in English major do not listen in English. This is really big problem that is really happened now in the educational field in Thailand. And the questions pop in my mind why this problem can occur.
Yes, that's what the society, especially the Ministry of Education of Thailand, has to be concerned with, because as you said that it's a serious problem that should be solved in the very soon future. So now we are on the phone with Dr. Sawani T. Alexander, another Thai lecturer who has been teaching in English and Communication program in Ubon Ratchathani University for almost 10 years. And yes, hello? 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 Okay. And what do you think about English studying in Thailand?
English learning, I would call it learning and teaching. In general, if I have to talk about non-major students, I would say they are not learners of English. We make a distinction between learners and students. And Thai students are forced to take English because policyholders, grown-ups, teachers, see the importance of the language, but students have to take it against their will. So a lot of them are not interested in really learning the language, and some good ones who are willing to study it in class don't really want to use it, don't really want to develop their skills to actually be good users of the language. So I would say, there's very little learning taking place in Thailand in the formal system of English teaching and learning. We have a long way to go, and
that's right.
And teachers, a lot of teachers are not ready to teach. Some teachers have to teach because they have to. They have no passion about teaching. So when students have no passion, the teachers have no passion, we have a pretty bad outcome. So this is what happened in the country, even though it's a required course. It's a mandatory course.
Okay, so let's move on to the next question, Doctor. So do you, to solve this problem, what is your suggestion which is possible to do so?
Yeah, I'm not going to say that you have to practice a lot. I'm not going to say that you have to listen to your teacher. I'm not going to say that, do what your teacher says in class. But I'm going to say that you have to develop a passion for learning. And I've said it many times already. It's not just English. It's just about anything. But language learning is different because you have to be with it. And you have to see how useful it is in order to communicate with people from different cultures, from different countries, just so you can learn about them. So when you come to class and study, when you go home, you continue to study, but you don't think that you study because you like it, right? So you listen to movies, you listen to songs, and you listen to news, you read news, you think about news that you have read, your informed decision on many things. So basically, I'm going to say that you have to be motivated to study it, and not for the sake of language learning, but it's for the sake of learning about the world, learning to become somebody smart. So you don't see English as, okay, I can speak English, my accent is good, now I can read things. No, it's not about that. It's not enough. You have to go further in order to be somebody who can use language effectively. And so my advice to anybody learning English is that ask yourself, how much have you done today? Have you used the language today to express your thought and to listen to other people, to think about what they say or what they write, especially smart people. There are smart people around writing articles for you to read, on shows, everywhere. So use the language as a tool, and don't think that you are learning it, not for the sake of grammar, but just for the sake of learning, in the spirit of learning. So, but then you need motivation, and just think that someday you might be able to use it. and be passionate about it. If you're not passionate about anything, then you might not be as successful. And don't compare you. Don't think of yourself as bad, and don't try and give up. We can always, improve our abilities.
Okay, thank you so much, Dr. Sawani T. Alexander. From her talk, we can see that the problems come from both the teachers and the students. For the teachers, they are not willing to teach. They teach just because they have to. And for the students, they don't have passion to learn English.
Well, this problem that lots of Thai students cannot speak English very well, even though they have been studying English for several years, are still the problem in our societies for a long time. And even the students in English fields, they still have some contradictory behaviors opposing what they have to do. So the further question is that how long will we be in this condition? And is it possible to solve this problem in the really soon future? And is English really important to Thai students?
Okay, well, you can meet me, Anunapa Mala,
and Malika Amdashai,
and our team next week. Thank you so much for watching.
Thank you.